Hi lovely people! It is time again for a favorites video. I really enjoy doing these videos as well as watching these because I am a nosy person and I always enjoy seeing what people are enjoying at the moment. So today I am sharing all of the winter favorites so far. Winter isn't over yet, which means that you might still be able to enjoy some of these things as well. So before we are going to get into this video, let me know in the comments down below, is there anything that you've been absolutely loving this winter? I'd love to hear it, so let me know. First things first, let's start with books. I'm pretty sure I already shared this book with you in a previous video, but I want to talk about it again, and it is Hygge by Meg Viking. I'm quite sure you already know this book. If you are somewhat into the intentional living world, I'm pretty sure that you know this. If not, go take a look at it because it's really good. So I've read this book multiple times before. So I've had this book for quite a few years now. I've read it at least once a year since I got this book. I've read it often and it's just such a nice cozy little read. What I love about Meg Viking's books is that it's written nice and easy. It's a really nice book to just read when you don't want to think too much, basically. To curl up on the couch or in bed with a blanket, a cup of tea. It's perfect, which is honestly also what this book is about. I love his writing style. It is really personal, like you're talking to a friend, but there's still a lot of research in here. He is a happiness researcher and he just manages to make the perfect combination of nice, easy, fun read with the research woven in there, which I really love. I love looking at the statistics, and then also the photography and the little pictures in here are so beautiful, so cute. It's such a nice book. I do highly recommend these. I have read most of his books in this line. Excuse me if I'm pronouncing any of these wrong. I'm definitely not Danish. Sorry, I also have Luca, and then there is a Making Memories book, which I don't own, but I have read before. I have not read his newest book, but I am going to. I am on the waiting list for it on the library, and I might ask for it for my birthday. I don't know, because I really enjoy these little books. I've read the ones that I own multiple times, and I just enjoy them about just as much each time I read them. So I highly recommend this one. Let's take a sip of tea. Which honestly brings me into the next favorite for this season, for the winter season. And that is within the food category. First, I wanted to share with you the tea that I'm drinking right now, which is by Palais de Thé. Again, I'm sorry if I pronounce it wrong. And it's their Chai Imperial Chai. And this is such a good tea. It's tea that I really enjoy during the colder days. It is a black tea with a ton of spices in here. Oh, it smells so good and it tastes really nice. It's such a nice warming tea. Yeah. Black tea, cardamom and pink pepper is what it says on here. Inspired by Indian tradition, this chai has a distinctive blend of precious spices such as cardamom, cinnamon and pink pepper. Anyway, it's really good. I only have about a third left of this one and this is my second thing of these. So do enjoy this a lot. Then also within the food category, or actually more drinks, is my winter coffee. I don't drink a ton of coffee, maybe a few cups a week, but I do like playing around with recipes, so I will make sure to link this one down below. It's just a really nice, warming, wintry, sort of festive feeling coffee, and it's super easy to make, so highly recommend that as well. And then also, there's a lot of food things this season. I have been really enjoying my overnight chocolate oats. It's the best breakfast. Basically, it feels like you're eating dessert for breakfast. Who doesn't want that, right? So it's super easy to make and it's so delicious and pretty healthy actually. So perfect breakfast. Yeah, been really enjoying that. I'll also make sure to link to that recipe for you in the description box down below. Then on to skincare, makeup things, beauty, I don't know what to call this. I have gotten this tester set by Rituals Cosmetics. So Rituals Cosmetics is a Dutch brand. If you're Dutch, I'm sure you know them. If you're not Dutch, there's still a good chance that you do know them because the brand is getting pretty big these days. It's a brand I have loved for years and years and years. They are all about making the little moments a little bit more special, which is what I'm all about. That's something I love and always have loved. Anyway, I have been looking for a new perfume for quite a while, actually a few years by now. I've only really found one that I really truly like and love. However, the scent doesn't last too long on me, so it's not ideal. It's kind of expensive if you need to respray a couple of times a day. So that's really sad because I loved that scent. But I think I've gotten pretty close to finding my new perfume because of this. So in Amsterdam there is the House of Rituals, which is their huge flagship store. It is so big, and they have the Ritual of Talisman, which they only have in those huge stores as well as online on their website. I really wanted to smell them, so I went to that store and had a sniff of those perfumes, which they are nice. They are nice perfumes. Also the packaging, so beautiful. And then since they didn't have the testers there, which was weird, I found, I say make sure to have the testers there as well, because I'm not going to buy a perfume if I can only just spray it on my wrist and I can't test it out at home. I want to be able to wear it a few days, see how I like it after a few days. So yeah, that's just me. Maybe that's weird, I don't know. Just being me, wanting to know for sure if I like something. So yeah, I like testers. They didn't have those in store, so I ended up ordering them anyway. But it was really nice to just have a little sniff in store. They have these little tester sets with 3 testers each. I got a fresh set, which has wild vetiver in there, which is not my scent. To me, it's more of a male scent, a masculine scent. It's still nice, I just wouldn't wear it. And then the fresh neroli, which is one that I really wanted to try out. And then the white tea, which I also really wanted to try. And I love them. I'm leaning to the fresh neroli, which is what I thought at first was going to be my pick, so that's kind of fun. I do know my scents. I mean, I guess I'm not an aromatherapist for nothing, right? Oh, it is fresh, not too sweet, flowery, but it also has a nice warm undertone. Yeah, I really love this one. Oh, so good. So I'll be ordering the big bottle of those, but I still wanted to share this little set with you. So love that. Okay, next, the more wearable things. First of all, let me take these off. Are my new slippers. There they are. So these are by Fargeau. They are French. I have no idea how to pronounce this, but they are really nice. So they have this beautiful, lovely, warm, fluffy, let me just put these on again. So they have this lovely, nice, warm wool lining. And I actually got these from my parents-in-law because my boyfriend has slippers by this brand. He also got them from them. And actually, I was the one wearing those most of the time. So when they found out, they were like, well, wouldn't you like your own pair? And I was like, I don't know, I can just wear these, he doesn't wear them. And I ended up getting my own pair, which I prefer because these have a closed back and I really prefer a closed back. Also, they don't have the pointed toe, which I definitely also prefer in my slippers. And they have the rubber sole because his only have the felt sole, which is so slippery. Anyway, I do prefer these. These are so nice and warm and cozy. I need tea. So they got me those. I love them. Highly recommend them. I think they're pretty small brands. Very nice. Also, within the wearable situations, are these which you've also seen in a previous video, in my capsule wardrobe video. These are the Sézane Theophile trousers. They're in the wool, they're in the light green color, which I can't recall on the top of my head what it's called, but I'll make sure to link them below. They have this beautiful fabric. It has like all of these little colored dots in there, feels really nice, it's so warm. It's this beautiful wide leg trouser, pleats in front, and it feels like I'm wearing my pajama pants when I wear these, which is fantastic. It feels like wearing pajama pants, but it looks nice. So it feels like I can work in my pajama pants. Perfect, right? So yeah, been really loving these. So comfortable, so nice and warm. Perfect cozy winter pants. Love them. Then in the writing situation, the ink and paper category, I am going to share with you my bullet journal. This is the Rhodia softcover in the taupe color, which I love. I have had these journals before. This is the A6 size, which has been my favorite size for years now, and I love them so much. They're just really nice. They handle fountain pen They handle fountain pen ink really well. They feel nice in my hand. The size is perfect. So yeah, my bullet journal is in here, and then also my vision board, which I also shared with you in a previous video, and I'll make sure to link that down below. So it's up in the cards as well, so you can take a look at that. Yeah, been using it daily. Love it. Probably I'm going to love it, I don't know, for a very long time to come. And then the last thing on my list for this season is within the home category. And can I just share my entire apartment here? We moved right in the beginning of January, which was hectic to say the least. But this apartment is so much bigger than the old one, and it's been really nice to have a little bit more space. So I guess my entire apartment, but if that's not quite what you were looking for, then I'll also share with you this cute little plant. So this plant is called a Phlebodium, a blue star plant. It's so cute. If you've seen my video on 23 things I'm not buying in 2023, you will know that I said I'm not going to be buying any plants, which I didn't, because this one was gifted to me by my work as a moving present. I love this plant. It's so cute. It has these beautiful bluish grayish leaves that are slightly curly. It's beautiful. I still need to figure out how to care for this properly, but it's so nice. And apparently it's a air purifying plant, which always a good thing. So been really loving this as well. That was it for today's video. So those were the things that I've been really enjoying and loving this winter. If you have any questions on these, do let me know, and definitely let me know, is there something that you've been really enjoying this winter? I would love to hear about it. I wish you a lovely rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good day. Bye!